Imagine being trapped at the bottom of the ocean. Complete darkness. No way to escape. Everyone believes you are already dead. But somehow, you are still alive. This is the unbelievable true story of the man who survived underwater for 3 days. In May 2013, Harrison Okene was working as a cook on a tugboat off the coast of Nigeria. It was supposed to be a normal day. The crew was helping stabilize an oil tanker when suddenly something went terribly wrong. A massive wave hit the vessel. Within seconds, the boat flipped over. Water rushed inside. The lights went out, and the entire ship began sinking toward the ocean floor. Most of the crew members had no chance to escape, but Harrison was in a different part of the boat. As everything around him filled with water, he desperately searched for a way to survive. Then, he found something that would save his life. A small pocket of trapped air. The ship finally stopped sinking, almost 30 meters below the surface. Harrison was alone, in complete darkness, with no food, almost no water, and no idea if anyone was coming. But surviving was not as simple as just finding air. Harrison had no idea how much oxygen was left. Every breath he took could bring him closer to running out. He tried to stay calm, because panic would make him breathe faster and use the little oxygen he had even quicker. Around him was complete darkness. The ship that was once full of voices and movement was now completely silent. Hours felt like days. He could not see the sun. He could not know what time it was. The only thing he could do was wait and hope someone would find him before it was too late. Hours passed. Harrison was sitting alone inside the sunken ship. The temperature was dropping. The oxygen was slowly running out, and every minute the chances of survival became smaller. He could hear strange sounds coming from the darkness. The metal of the ship cracking under pressure, the movement of the ocean around him, and the terrifying thought that nobody even knew he was still alive. On the surface, rescuers arrived. But they were not looking for survivors. They believed everyone on board was gone. Divers were sent down to recover the bodies of the crew. They searched through the dark rooms of the sunken vessel, expecting to find no signs of life. But then, something happened that nobody expected. One of the divers was moving through the ship with a camera. In the darkness, he noticed a hand. He thought he had found another victim. But when he reached out, the hand grabbed him back. The diver froze, because the impossible had just happened. Almost 3 days after the ship sank, Harrison Okene was still alive, but surviving the shipwreck was only the beginning. Harrison was still almost 30 meters underwater. After spending days under extreme pressure, bringing him back to the surface too quickly could be deadly. The rescue team had to move carefully. Slowly, they helped him leave the only place that had kept him alive: the tiny air pocket inside the ship. After almost 60 hours trapped underwater, Harrison finally returned to the surface. Against all odds, he survived. Later, experts explained that the trapped air pocket gave him enough oxygen to stay alive. The cold water also helped slow his body down and reduce his need for oxygen. Out of the 12 people on board, Harrison Okene was the only survivor. The moment when the diver found him was captured on camera, and it became one of the most unbelievable rescue stories ever recorded. A man who spent almost 3 days at the bottom of the ocean, waiting in complete darkness, and somehow made it back alive.